So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. It's been a great start to the season.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, and that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is Charles. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken at the 46. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, another spin.
Hard to
there goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Red zone opportunity.
Coaches really don't care from what...
That's an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Bridgewater now. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Complete to right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 2nd down following the run. A shotgun snap for Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There's a push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Screen pass to Charles. They get 25 yards out of that one. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. On second down, Jamal Charles looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Move 45. Move 45. Force.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards on the play and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter. Let's get to it. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes. First series of the second half. Offense or defense, you got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8. From the gun on third down, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
The first down carry here for Charles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. Out of the gun, Smith. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end for the short run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. And
that's caught inside the 30. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 42 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On the ground, this is Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Screen play, Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So they're... Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run.
Travis Kelce, the 20, 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. And look at the numbers, a repeat performance. It seems right now it doesn't matter how many guys they're going to put on him, he's going to catch the football.
And when you hit that zone, and that's what he's in right now, where everything is working well for him. And that
is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Their big tight end, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Now here's Johnson. Oh, what a move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Survey pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Dumping it off for Johnson. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Smith will hand it off here to Charles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. And Barnage has it on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Offense. And penalty is declined.
He's back to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Back to throw. That's caught at the 3. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here's Bridgewater. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
3.
Smith going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Chiefs going for it on 4th. It's Smith. He's going to go deep for Conley. He's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it was fourth down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. Fourth down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.